It's Weekend Update with Colin Jost and Michael Che.
Good evening, everyone.
Welcome to Weekend Update. I'm Michael Che.
I'm Colin Jost. Well, guys, it's been 1 year since we got back together with Trump after taking a break, and there are signs that there still may be problems with the relationship. I don't know if you remember, but Trump promised us America first, yet it's only our 1 year anniversary, and he's already opening our relationship up to other countries. This week, Trump declared himself the acting president of Venezuela. By next week, he will be the interim Ayatollah of Iran, and then on to his ultimate goal, head reindeer of Greenland. In fact, a congressman has introduced a bill to make Greenland the 51st state. Meanwhile, Puerto Rico's like, wow, okay.
Officials in Minnesota have sued the Trump administration, claiming that their large-scale ICE actions are an unconstitutional federal invasion, while the Trump administration claims that, yep.
President Trump defended the actions of ICE agents in Minneapolis, adding that the day of reckoning and retribution is coming, which is a phrase he stole from that guy who's always pointing at him. A federal judge on Friday ordered ICE agents in Minnesota not to retaliate against peaceful protesters. But if ICE agents listened to judges, then their ex-wives would be getting those checks for child support.
During a visit to the White House, Venezuelan opposition leader Maria Corina Machado presented Trump with her Nobel Peace Prize. What kind of psycho would actually accept someone else's Nobel Peace Prize? She just won it. It's like if someone says, help yourself to anything in the kitchen, and you bang his wife. Political experts say that Machado gave Trump her Nobel Peace Prize in the hopes of getting his help to become the next leader of Venezuela. And if that bribe actually works, I bet Trump's about to get a whole bunch of Grammys.
After the CEO of ExxonMobil told President Trump that Venezuela was uninvestable, Trump criticized him, saying that the company was playing too cute. Then the Exxon CEO said, oh, you think I'm cute? And Trump said, I do. And the Exxon guy said, well, is this cute? And he put his hand on his thigh. Then Trump said, not as cute as this, and kissed him. All on season 2 of Heated Rivalry.
What is your algorithm? In an interview, President Trump said that he believed that the civil rights era led to white people being, quote, very badly treated. Yeah, especially in basketball.
The White House tweeted a graphic of Health and Human Services Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. that said, quote, we are ending the war on protein. Good, because I know a couple fellas who are extremely pro-teen.
During a recent podcast appearance, Robert F. Kennedy Jr. criticized President Trump's diet, saying, I don't know how he is alive. Well, I do. A slight breeze.
Zoe Saldana, who stars in the new Avatar movie, has surpassed Scarlett Johansson to become the highest-grossing actress of all time. Okay, well, let's see what happens if you include the box office from Scarlett's husband's movies. It went down?
The College Football National Championship game kicks off this Monday with Indiana taking on Miami. Here to talk about it is football legend and Miami's most enthusiastic fan, Michael Irvin.
That's what I'm talking about. Hell yeah, what's up, Michael? Wait a minute. Your name Michael, my name Michael. You know what that means?
That we have the same name?
Not just the same name. We have the same father. His sperm split in two. Michael Yin, Michael Yang, Jelly and Belly.
Okay, so you're already on 10, huh?
That's just me, Michael. My resting heart rate is a perfect score, 16,000. My mama was a hummingbird, and my daddy was a brick of cocaine.
I can tell. So you've been on the Miami sidelines all playoffs despite graduating 40 years ago.
Yep. Here's me casually at the game on all fours. Here's me screaming, and here's me whispering.
You're in great shape for a 60-year-old man. I mean, what's your secret?
It's simple, Michael. I cut out all the bad stuff. Fat, sleep, fat, sleep.
You don't sleep?
Nah, I've been awake so long, doctor say if I fall asleep, it'll be for 1,000 years.
That doesn't sound healthy, Michael.
I am healthy. At the top of every day, I swallow 14 raw eggs, shell included. Then I have a whole horse liver, horse included. Now I drink a gallon of lawnmower gas. I'm wild, Michael. If I blink my eyes too hard, these glasses gonna fly clear across the room.
So the game is in Miami. Do you think Indiana's gonna come in your house and win?
Oh, please, Michael. Those Indiana hugger butts can't win. Miami's where you want to be. We got all the women in Miami. Well, I had them all back in my day, Michael.
Okay.
Asian, Blasian, Caucasian, California raisin. That's them old tanned up San Diego white. Ooh.
Calm down, Mr. Irvin, please.
Ooh, I gotta get out of here. I gotta get to Miami.
The game isn't until Monday.
Yeah, but I'm running there. I figure if I leave now, hop on 95, depending on weather and traffic, it should take me about 6.5 hours.
Wait, you're running to Miami?
That's right, Michael. So if you see an angry 60-year-old man run down Highway 95, well over the speed limit with bugs all over his face, and I ask for the police tranquilizer darts, you better get out the way.
Michael Irvin, everybody.
Belt to ass.
Belt to ass.
Harry Styles. Harry Styles has announced that his new album will be called Kiss All the Time, Disco Occasionally, which was also the original slogan for Molly.
Skims has partnered with Nike to release their first ever shoes. The Skims shoes have a reinforced arch, cushioned heel, and a camel toe. I worked really hard on that one. A new study finds that many primate species, including chimpanzees, take part in homosexual activity. The study was conducted when one chimp's wife hired a private investigator.
A video has gone viral of a spooked carriage horse in New York City running directly down 6th Avenue into traffic. What spooked the horse? Socialism.
Boom.
New York City Mayor Zohran Mamdani unveiled a plan to make New York the first city in the country to provide free child care for all 2-year-olds. The way Mamdani's plan works is it's just one of his free buses.
A large nurses' strike in New York City began this week, and there's no cause I support more than large nurses.
Mattel is launching its first ever Barbie with autism spectrum disorder. But keep in mind, the Barbie was diagnosed with autism by R.F. Ken Jr.
Researchers are saying that there is a possibility that people who frequently pick their nose are more likely to develop Alzheimer's. Damn, how deep are y'all digging?
The American Institute of Architects has given an outstanding architectural design award to a public bathroom in Staten Island. But like I keep telling everyone, it's not a public bathroom.
A woman went viral on TikTok recently for her confusing New Year's resolution involving buttons. Here to comment is that woman, Tamra. How you doing, Tamra?
Hi, it's actually pronounced Tamra.
That's exactly how I pronounced it. All right, well, anyway, tell us about this New Year's resolution.
Yes, so this year I'm getting 365 buttons, one for each day, because I want to do more fun stuff and I'm getting scared of time passing, and so I want to be more conscious of it.
Oh, that's a nice idea. So what's your plan for the buttons?
My plan is one button each day.
Right, I get that, but what do you plan to do with them?
I'm sorry, I don't understand the question.
Like, are you planning to wear the buttons?
It's just one button every day. It's just 365 buttons.
Right. I guess I was just confused about if you're going to put them in a jar or.
Hey, so it actually only has to make sense to me for me to do it. And I don't feel like explaining it to anyone else.
Okay, that is why you're here, but.
I don't have to tell you what I'm going to do with the buttons or where I'm going to put them. All I know is I want to have one button every day so I can think about time more.
I think people are just sort of curious because you brought this idea up.
Well, all the people can just leave me alone and let me do this.
I'm sorry, Tamra.
It's actually pronounced Tamara, as in, I'll tell you about the buttons tomorrow.
You know what? It doesn't matter. Do you have any other resolutions?
Yes. I want to write a book about a man who has a secret.
That sounds interesting. What's the secret?
I don't know. The man has a secret, not me.
Is the secret that he has buttons?
Don't be playful. I don't have to know about the answers to secrets. I was just saying I had an idea. You don't know anything about me. You don't have to know where I'm going to put the buttons. It's just one button, 365 every day. One button each every day.
Are you running out of batteries?
That's very funny. I can see why they made you the anchor. Before I go, I do have a solution to the crisis in Venezuela.
All right, fine. What is it?
I don't know. I just have to go there and understand how to want to know.
Tamra, everybody.
I eat the buttons, okay?
But we got nothing. I'm Michael
Bye.
Che. I'm still confused.
I'm Colin Jost. Good night.
I'm still confused.